Welcome back to Tall Pine Stuff. I renamed the channel, make it a little bit more user-friendly, simpler. Person's name is not very easy to find on YouTube, but Tall Pine Stuff it's going to be. That's what I do here. I do stuff here at Tall Pines. Today we're working on the Kubota RTV again, and today we're going to do some CAD. So let's go check out the computer. Oh, well, there's no way I'm going to get near that. Okay, I said we're going to do CAD, so let's do CAD. That's it, CAD, cardboard aided design. I'll show you how I did it. One of the things when you're cleaning up your in-laws' house is all of the stuff you got to deal with. Well, one of the things I dealt with was, well, it wasn't cardboard, but it was 3-ring binders. Just dozens and dozens of them. If you take the 3-ring binder and just slice through the vinyl, you'll find 2 beautiful pieces of cardboard inside there. And this cardboard actually I found, you can actually put a little knife in there or a flat ruler or whatever, and you can separate it and make it into 2, make it a little thinner, a little easier to use. Works great. This is a little heavy to use by itself, but anyway, makes great cardboard for CAD. So here's the pattern. So of course that was the hole we're dealing with, where I've added the extra rail in there. It's actually just a piece of angle iron. I think an old bed rail actually. So that's how that template's going to fit in there. And then ultimately the piece of steel that the template's going to be used to make. It was just a matter of, I kind of used the old piece from the other side. Still had a bit of a curve to it. So I've got this fitting now without the lip. I got to make sure I add the lip when I cut the steel. And then for the curve, I've got to cut those two gussets out of there, and then we'll add a triangular piece of steel in there. Going to add a little bit into here when I cut out the steel as well. But I think that should do it. So just take your cardboard, start laying it down, start using a marker on it, cutting it up, taping it all together. And then you can take that and lay that flat in your steel and cut it out. So that's the next job. Okay, let's see how this is going to work. So, lay up the cardboard on here. So we don't waste too much material. I know this side here is good. I know this little notch is good. From there, I'm not quite sure. So I'm just going to whack that off there. And this side, the top here, we have to add on. I'm just going to make a line here. I'm going to add a couple arrows here just so I remember to add my fold on there. This down. And again, the same thing here. I'm going to add my fold on here. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. I know there's got to be a piece on there. I'm going to make that a separate piece. So yeah, I think we're good. Across here. Just like that. Now, put a dot right here where that intersects. There. Cut there, cut there. I think we're looking good. Like I said, I know I have to add about 12 millimeters. We're going to use the, what do you call that thing? It puts the overlap. Okay, so let's see if we can get the shears going here. Okay, so I'm going to take the shears and cut here and here. I've already cut with just the tin snips, just a straight line here, so when I get to the end with the shears, okay, let's take this, see what we can do here. Okay, so that worked. Yeah, let's see if we can get this one done and see whether the compressor kicks in and makes too much noise. So that's done. Now, you want to put the lip on here. Make sure you get the right way. So you end up with a nice stepped edge. So when you put another piece on, the piece will sit nice and flush on there. I don't know why I use a ruler, but anyway, you get the idea anyway. So there you go. That piece will fit flush on there. I can weld it on there. Okay. Now, I think we should go take it over to the Kubota and start testing fitting and cutting out the little pieces here that'll all make it all fit properly. Okay, so I got the panel all trimmed. Got it bent. Just using the vise and piece of pipe and kind of worked it. Marked the line on it so you can see where I bent it. Bent it there. Welded in the top there on this side. On this one I welded it from the back side. Spot welds across the inside there. And as it came out here, there's a bit of a gap here, so basically I've seal welded that all up. It just needs some grinding, obviously. And then the edge of the plate welded onto here and around the corner. I still need that. I'll need that little panel that goes in the inside there, the same as I did on the far side over there. Yeah, definitely making progress. Okay, so the metal, that flooring is in now. I have I added the V in the middle there and I had to put a patch at the back. And now I have the last patch. It has to go into this corner. So I got the piece cut. Why is it always impossible to do things one-handed? So there you go, last patch. I'll weld that in now. And we'll be ready for paint. Okay, finally. Done with the grinding, done with the welding. And I have added the coat of primer paint. Driver's side here. not coat of paint. I only did one coat. But anyway, that's looking good. Got all the pieces and patches in. Looking good. I'll let that dry overnight. And I do have some finished gray paint. I'll see whether I put that on now, or I've got to get this thing back on the road. We've had some snow and I haven't plowed yet, so I really do need to get the wheels all on. You can maybe have seen I've got a couple. I got 4 new tires to put on. So when I get those put on, get the plow put on, get the back emptied, and we should be good to plow. Definitely making progress. Okay, well, before I put the tires back on, I figured I'd just give a quick shot of the underside here. So it's now been painted. There's the welding of the panel. This is under the passenger side. And the driver's side is similar, of course. Yep, let's go around here. And the driver's side. Two lights going here. So that's all painted. The interior. Now all painted. I don't have a light. Okay, so here's the interior. Here's the panel. Across there, welded. Put a little bit of paint in the cable tray there. Same on the other side and the passenger side. Remember, there's a carpet. A thick pad rubbery carpet goes over top of all this anyway, covering up to, you know, the height of the carpet. It's not quite the right gray I wanted. I wanted a darker gray. But it is what it is. Just what I first grabbed at the flap store. So anyway, it's good. I can put her back together and start plowing.